Hey everybody, welcome back. Mr. Chris here. Kind of wishing you could still go to the barber. It's a mood. But today we're going to be doing a very cool Skittle project. Now I know Mr. D did one earlier, so great minds think alike. But I'm going to be doing watercolor painting using Skittles. So this is something you can do at home if you don't have paint, but you have leftover candy from Halloween or just candy in the house. So the materials you're gonna need are obviously Skittles, paper, paintbrushes of some sort, optional pen, cup to put the Skittles in, water, a spoon, a bowl or a plate to put the Skittles in, and always paper towels, because sometimes things get messy. So, the very first thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna decide what colors we want to use, and then we're gonna put them in. So, let me do that for you, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. So, I have chosen 6 different colors to use for our project today. I did green, purple, blue, red, orange, and yellow. Now you can choose whatever colors you want to use. You can choose as many as you want, as few as you want. It really depends on what colors you have and what you're really going for your picture. So next step is we're going to be pouring in the water. I'm going to do a little video showing you about how much we put in there. You only want to pour in just about enough to cover the Skittles. I did about 10 to 11 Skittles per cup. Yeah, you want to pour them in just enough to cover the Skittles and give it a few minutes to let it dissolve, and then we can get started. All right. Alright guys, so as you can see, I poured some water in there and I let it sit for a few minutes. I sped it up a little bit so you guys didn't have to wait the entire time. So the next step is going to be removing the Skittles in there with the spoon and place them in the bowl. Because if you leave the Skittles in there for too long, then the sugar might start dissolving and it might thin out the actual colored water that we're trying to create. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is, you want to make sure you don't eat all your Skittles, because then you'll just get preoccupied doing that and you won't do the art project. But these are edible. They just had all the candy coating taken off of them, but they are still edible. But I'm going to remove these because we are done with those now. We are done with the water. Now, the reason I said a pen is optional earlier was right now we could just get started and do a watercolor painting, whatever you want to do, just on a blank page. I like drawing something first and then adding the watercolors to it. That's just a personal preference, so that's what I'm going to do. You guys don't have to do that at all. If you have a good image in mind of what you want to come up with, go for it. So I'm gonna think real quick and I'm gonna just sketch out something very simple just so I can have some contrast to the watercolor. So. There you go. Just gonna do that. Those of you that can't really tell, it's part of the Batman symbol. He is my second favorite character. If you know the first of my favorite characters, you could leave it in the comments down below. See if you guys get it right. So I got this going on, and now we can just start. You take your paintbrush and you start to paint. Everybody, so after letting it dry, this is our final image here. Kind of hard to see the colors and tell, but I think it came out pretty good. Still kind of drying, but it's the best part about it. It's not sticky. It's not going to attract insects or anything like that because you use the sugar water from Skittles. So that's just a cool, simple way to do watercolor paintings at home with stuff you'll probably find around the house. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And it doesn't take long to do, even if it may look like it did for me. All right, guys. See you next time.